All right, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer, where we are officially putting on our word detective hats and grabbing our magnifying glasses. I am so pumped to have you here because we're embarking on a genuinely fun vocabulary investigation today. You know, as focused learners, we get that the right words don't just sit there on a page looking pretty. They literally shape how we experience and describe the world around us. And Today we are targeting a very special, incredibly high-energy word that is absolutely guaranteed to add a serious spark to your everyday vocabulary. So, get comfortable, settle in, and let's get this investigation started.
But hey, before we even reveal our target word, I want you to picture a very specific type of person. Have you ever met someone whose energy is just totally magnetic? Like they walk into a room and suddenly the whole place feels just a little bit brighter. They're bubbly, they're lively, and honestly, it is basically impossible to stay gloomy when they're around. Think about that person in your life right now. Maybe it's a best friend, a coworker, or a family member. Hold that image in your mind, because that exact feeling, that undeniable, infectious energy, is exactly the concept we're going to put a name to today.
So, looking at our trusted source for this explainer, the Wordsmyth Advanced Dictionary, it points us straight to our prime suspect. This comprehensive dictionary is just a fantastic tool for breaking down language, and we're relying on it to crack today's case. And sitting right there at the top of our list is the word vivacity.
Okay, but before we go any further, we really need to lock in the pronunciation. It's this beautiful, bouncy word, but you've got to say it right for it to land. Say it with me, vivacity. Notice how it has 4 distinct syllables? Vivacity. Now the absolute key here, your vowel anchor if you will, is that stressed second syllable, vas. It firmly rhymes with the word gas. Vivacity. Actually, try saying it out loud a couple of times right now, wherever you are. Vivacity. Feeling the physical rhythm of it really helps lock it into your memory for good.
So, what exactly is vivacity? Well, grammatically speaking, it's a noun. It's defined as the characteristic or state of being vivacious, liveliness, sprightliness, animation. The crucial point to remember here is that vivacity isn't an action. It's not something you do, it's a quality you possess. The core of this word is just a sparkling, lively energy inside a person. It's high spirits. Wherever you sense that bright, contagious liveliness that makes people just naturally gravitate towards someone, that right there, that is vivacity in action.
Let's look at some hard evidence of this word out in the wild. Quote, "The waitress's vivacity was such that she put us all in a lively mood." Look at how the word functions in that sentence. It perfectly proves how this specific type of energy operates. It's not just contained to one person. It spreads to others like wildfire. Her vivacity was so strong, it literally shifted the mood of the entire group. That is the sheer power of this word.
And here's our second piece of evidence, which I think further highlights the strength of this quality. Quote, "Her vivacity made even a rainy afternoon feel cheerful." Think about what a rainy afternoon usually feels like for a second. It's a bit gray, maybe a little sleepy, or even melancholic, right? But the person in this sentence brings such a sparkling, attractive energy that she completely changes the atmosphere of a gloomy day. Vivacity is basically the ultimate antidote to the dreary.
To really lock this concept into your brain, let's examine one final example in context. The host greeted each guest with warmth and vivacity. When you combine a word like warmth with vivacity, you get the ultimate picture of a welcoming, highly spirited presence. It's not just being polite, it's being genuinely enthusiastic and animated. If you're ever hosting an event, this is exactly the noun you want people associating with you.
Now, like any good word detective, we need to map out our suspect's network. Words rarely work completely alone, and vivacity belongs to a fantastic morphological family. First, we have vivacious, which is the adjective form. That's how you describe the person themselves. They are vivacious. Then we have vivaciously, the adverb to describe how someone does something, like she laughed vivaciously. There's also vivaciousness, which is an alternative noun. And, this is a cool one, the musical term vivace, which literally instructs a musician to play a piece in a lively and brisk manner. They all share that exact same root of life and energy.
Speaking of a bright and bouncy neighborhood, let's quickly fire off some of vivacity's closest associates, its synonyms and similar suspects pulled straight from Wordsmyth. We've got alacrity, animation, bounce, sparkle, and spirit. I absolutely love the words bounce and sparkle here. I mean, they paint such a clear, vivid picture, don't they? If vivacity had a physical shape, it would definitely bounce and sparkle. These words all share that shared DNA of high spirits and lively motion.
Now, sometimes the best way to truly understand a word is to look at exactly what it is not.
If we juxtapose our target against its direct opposites, we have vivacity bringing all that liveliness on one side and dullness or listlessness on the other. And listlessness, that's that feeling of having zero energy or enthusiasm, just sitting there staring blankly at a wall. So if you ever feel listless, what you are fundamentally lacking is vivacity. Seeing that contrast really highlights just how active and attractive our target word is. Let's keep this upbeat energy rolling. The dictionary points us toward a few more related energetic words that are absolutely worth adding to your vocabulary arsenal. We're talking buoyancy, cheer, exuberance, and vitality. Buoyancy is that amazing ability to float or bounce right back from things. And exuberance is just overflowing with joyful enthusiasm. These words all hang out together in the same space. If you're building a vocabulary centered around positivity and energy, these are for sure the tools you want in your tool belt.
All right, detectives, we've done it. We have successfully mapped out the meaning, the pronunciation, the opposites, and the entire family of our target word. But now it is time for your case assignment. Because to really secure this word in your memory, you have to use it actively. So think back to that person we talked about at the very beginning of the explainer, the absolute most vivacious person you know. Your challenge today is to use the word vivacity in a sentence to describe that lively energy they bring. Write it down, or better yet, say it out loud to someone today. Remember, vivacity is lively, sparkling energy. Use it well, keep your own vivacity high, and keep learning.